Come and look out of the window. That big old moon is shining down. Tell me how it don't remind you of a blanket on the ground. So that was Blanket on the Ground, which was a hit for Billy Joe Spears in the mid-70s. A really great country song and fabulous to play on a ukulele. That's because it's got some really interesting elements. And that first interesting element is that it's in the time signature of 2/4 rather than 4/4. So as ukulele players, we're really used to that 4/4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Whereas this goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And actually, that's quite common in country music. But another way of thinking about that time signature is some people call it marching time. So we can think of left, right, left, right, left, right. And in fact, that's also a good hint when we're learning to play the rhythm, and certainly the introduction rhythm to the song. So if we start on the B flat chord and we think of left, right, but use downstrokes, we can get this. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. And in fact, you can continue that rhythm throughout the whole of the song. The other interesting element is, of course, the key change. So the first half of the song is in B flat. There's a stop in the middle, and then the whole band moves up into the key of C. So that adds another kind of interesting element to it. It also makes the second half of the song a lot easier to play on a ukulele. So let's look at the first part and how the chords are actually laid out. So as I say, we start on the B flat. Come and look out of the window. Big old moon is shining down. That's the C minor. Tell me how it don't remind you. Lovely F7 comes in there. Of a blanket on the ground. And back to the B flat. And then when we're getting ready to go into the chorus, the B flat then turns into a B flat 7. I'll get the blanket from the bedroom before going into an E flat. But the rhythm changes on that 7th. I'll get the blanket. It's all downstrokes and all attack strokes, almost what I call a stab. I get the blanket from the bedroom, then back into our left, right, left, right. We'll go walking once again. So you might want to just practice that because it takes a little bit of getting used to, because you're going from being, in a kind of a moving rhythm of your left, right, and then stop and getting to the stabbing chords and then back in again. The only other chord in the first part is an F. We'll go walking once again to that spot down by the river. There's an F. Where our sweet love first began. If there's any chords you're unsure about, then I suggest you take a trip to UkeBuddy. I'll put a link in the video just below. It's a fantastic resource for ukulele players. It gives all the chord sheets, all the notes that are involved in there, amongst many other things as well. So I do recommend UkeBuddy, and I'll put the link below for you to go to it. So the second half of the song, we move up to the key of C. So the first chord is C. Oh, remember how excited we used to get when love was young. D minor. That old moon was our best buddy. G7. We couldn't wait for night to come. Back to the C. Now I know you still excite me. I know you love me as I am. Just once more beneath the moonlight, on the blanket on the ground. And now the 7th is going to be C. I get the blanket from the bedroom into F. We'll go walking once again to that spot down by the river, G7, where our sweet love first began. And back into that stabbing. Just because we are married don't mean we can slip around. So let's walk into the moonlight, lay the blanket on the ground. And at the end, I just like to throw in a sus4 as it's fading out and resolve back to the C. I hope you enjoyed the song. Remember back when love first found us, we slipping out of town, and we'd love beneath the moonlight, on the blanket on the ground. I get the blanket from the bedroom, and we'll go walking once again to that spot down by the river where our sweet love first began. Just because we are married, it don't mean we can't slip around. So let's walk into the moonlight, lay the blanket on the ground. Oh, remember how excited we used to get when love was young. That old moon was our best buddy. We couldn't wait for night to come. Now you know you still excite me. I know you love me as I am. Just once more, I wish you'd love me. On the blanket on the ground, I get the blanket from the bedroom, and we'll go walking once again to that spot down by the river where our sweet love first began. And just because we are married, it don't mean we can slip around. So let's walk into